welcome to Science Lab. The signs are happening because Jesus is coming. Every day we are seeing some of the great signs that are happening around us. Today we are going to see some of the disastrous events that are taking place around the world.
All over the world, June 2019 was massive and sudden deluge swept away land, homes and people. Although it's the start of summer in the northern hemisphere, the Lake Baikal region in Siberia saw its worst flooding in living memory. Flooding occurred in the desert of Yemen, Libya, New Mexico and Mongolia, while cities from southern Mexico to southern Italy were hit with massive quantities of hail.
The manifestation of back-to-back extremes in both space and time is a defining characteristic of the age of transition we have entered. The first half of June brought wet and wild with weather to Europe, with violent storms inundating the region with rain, cold and hail. But in the second half of the month, an extreme heat wave struck, causing all-time record high temperatures in France and raging wildfires in Spain.
Strong earthquakes in China, Japan and Indonesia were accompanied by major volcanic eruptions along the Ring of Fire. The massive quantities of ash and dust they pump into the atmosphere, likely significant factors driving climatic change, along with the meteor smoke from trails of meteor fireballs, were reflected last month by the major outbreak of night shining clouds at unprecedentedly low latitudes.
Flash floods were reported in various parts of Singapore after heavy rain on June 3, 2019, with some vehicles getting stuck in high water. Pictures and videos posted on social media show cars struggling to get through the floods and traffic backing up on several roads. The San Gabriel River in Jalisco, Mexico, overflowed its banks on June 2, 2019, carrying a deluge of mud, timber and debris into the small town of the same name. Floodwaters damaged dwellings and vehicles, affecting dozens of families. A 36-year-old woman has been confirmed dead and at least 10 others have been reported missing. On June 3, 2019, the roads were flooded or covered by several centimeters of hail in a wave of bad weather that hit the southern Italian region of Puglia in the past 48 hours. The extraordinary rain and hail have flooded the countryside and destroyed crops, bringing local agriculture to its knees and creating several traffic disruptions. Streets were covered with 10 centimeters of ice to the point that bulldozers had to intervene to shovel it away. On June 3, 2019, snow-strong winds and torrential rain has hit Australia's eastern states. The Blue Mountains, west of Sydney, has been blanketed in snow. Sydney ferries have been cancelled due to huge swells. Further north, Tamworth has also recorded icy temperatures. The southern Queensland town of Stanthorpe also got a fine layer of snow. Less surprisingly, Tasmania also got a large dumping. On June 3, 2019, heavy rains caused flooding and landslides in Serbia and Bosnia. Several cities and municipalities have declared a state of emergency. Around 160 people have been evacuated from their homes after flooding in Serbia.
flooding struck inundate Saharan district of Ghat in Libya on June 3, 2019, after a period of heavy rain. Local authorities said that as much as 70% of the city was under floodwater, forcing over 500 families to leave damaged or flooded homes. The government of Ghat district said that the flooding had caused significant losses in public and private property and the interruption of communication and electricity in most areas.
والله كل يوم يجيبوا ما لقينا منهم تعرف حتى ما يمشيش.
هذه ياخذ لكم لقطة ولا؟ لقطة معانا.
لا يروح. راجع.
From June 6 to 11, 2019 record-breaking June rainfall hit southern Chinese provinces. Over 60 people have been killed and displaced around 350,000 as torrential rain lashes parts of China, destroying crops, houses, and power sources. Flash floods and tons of garbage caused a provisional bridge to collapse in Liuzhou City, southern China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. A landslide occurred near a residential building in Fujian, China.
On June 6, 2019, widespread floods have inundated numerous settlements in northern and central Sarawak, following heavy rain in 24 hours. At least 1,000 villagers living near Bakun Dam have been evacuated to higher grounds. The upper reaches of Kashmir on June 12, 2019 received rare snowfall and heavy rain, leading to flooding in some areas, even as plains of North India are reeling under an intense heat wave. Apart from Kashmir, snowfall in higher reaches have also been reported from Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Sikkim in June. June 5, 2019 was the rainiest day on record in the city of Leon, Guanajuato, since the city started recording rainfall in 1961. Record-breaking downpour took place over just 7 hours between midnight and 7 a.m. and represents 14% of the rain that was forecast to fall in all of 2019. The weather claimed one casualty, a man drowned while trapped in his car after it was swept away the road into a drainage canal. On June 7, 2019, torrential rain flooded streets and car parks in Gorzo Wielkopolski, western Poland. A number of drivers found themselves stranded as their cars stalled in floodwaters. The flash floods rose as high as about a meter in some locations. Emergency services were deployed to pump water out of flooded buildings and to secure roads and junctions. On June 8, 2019, incessant heavy rainfall in Arabian desert causes devastating flooding in war-torn Yemen. Heavy rains and floods hit several parts of Yemen's southern and eastern provinces over the past few hours, leaving at least 3 people dead and several others injured.
Flooding has affected over 35,000 people in Samarinda city in East Kalimantan province in Indonesia. Samarinda city is situated on the Mahakam River in the east of the island Borneo. The river overflowed after heavy rain on June 9, 2019. Over 600 houses have been flooded.
Pol.
We have seen many disastrous things happening around us, but there is more. Don't go anywhere, we'll meet you after a short break.